The other week I was watching a video by Rob the Marytimer about what if Chat GPT was honest. And I thought it was very humorous because, I'm on a panel of for YouTube Over 40. Karen has this panel every Friday night at 6 o'clock. Come join us. But we talk about YouTube stuff. And it's been, I don't know, a couple of months ago we talked about AI. And I told them I had diagnosed Chat GPT as a people pleaser. And they all laughed, wanted to know why. And I told them because you put stuff in there and it placates and almost tells you what you want to hear. I did an audit of my channel, 6 months ago with Chat GPT. And it told me all these wonderful things about my channel, And I kind of laughed, and I was like, I wanted it to be honest with me, like, your videos are boring, or you need to pick up the pace, or relax a little bit, or whatever. But no, it placated, and it told me things that it thought I wanted to hear. Information. Chat GPT is about giving you information, and it can only give you the amount of information that you specifically ask it for. And you can even ask it to be more honest and direct, and it will to some degree. But it never never has challenged me. And so, people are using Chat GPT, as a therapist. I know the day's coming. I know AI, they can make an avatar that looks just like me that you can talk to on an app and do therapy. But you're only going to get information. It's not going to challenge your limiting beliefs. It's not going to see that story that you're telling and the tear in your eye and the fact that you can't make eye contact, to where a real person's going to know there's a lot of emotion and a lot of shame behind that, or that set in your jaw, that to know that there's anger. It can't decode your body language, and that is the biggest part of communication, is body language. It's just going to give you information. It's not your friend. It's not your mentor, it's not your coach, it's not your therapist. It gives you information. And one of the things about therapy or coaching that's so good are the open-ended questions to get you to talk about those things that you're not going to type into Chat GPT. So it was very humorous that he did this video about what if it was honest, and I laughed because, placating and people-pleasing doesn't help. I know that when I started in recovery and I started going to Al-Anon meetings, I can remember that I was such a martyr. And, it was, after all that I have done, how can he do this to me? And somebody told me, you need to get off the cross. Somebody else needs the wood. Well, the truth will set you free, but it'll piss you off first. And they pissed me off. But it was true. I needed to stop being a martyr. And another instance is, I kept telling them, I'm just here to get my ducks in a row. And they told me they weren't my ducks. And I don't think that AI can do that. Another one was, I was being real critical about somebody that was critical, and somebody else said, being critical of the critical, or judgmental of the judgmental, or complaining about the complainer. That is stuff that I needed to be challenged on, and I needed to see that my behavior was affecting my life in a negative way. AI can't do that. An AI avatar therapist or coach cannot do that. It can only give you information. And so it's a great tool. It's a great thing to use. I'm all for AI. I've lived a long time, and I've seen many things come to fruition. I remember when the internet started and everybody freaked out and all of this, or robotic type mechanics to do jobs and all the same stuff I hear about AI. There's going to be good and bad, but I think the good's going to outweigh the bad. It's going to give some good information, but it cannot replace the human connection between two humans. Remember to be you on purpose.